What is virtual reality? VR is a type of technology where a user wears a headset and is transported to a virtual universe. This universe can be graphical, like where we are now, or real, captured by a 360-degree camera. This video will explore the applications and implications of VR technology on global lawyers and global legal systems. Now, when technology improves, VR can actually replace video conferencing. Chief Justice Warren has acknowledged this. Video conferencing is often problematic as disruptions from technological failures and interferences outweigh time and cost saving. While video conferencing is two-dimensional and often poor quality, VR can provide three-dimensional, high-quality textures owing to the fact that these textures can be locally generated rather than being transferred through the internet. This allows for the global lawyer to have a greater outreach and has great benefits for the delivery of justice in the courtroom.
Globalization and the growth of technology will present new opportunities for communication in transnational legal practice. However, technological growth may replace many of lawyers' tasks, particularly in research and administration. As such, lawyers practicing in the future must focus on becoming trusted advisors to their clients to maintain relevance. They must connect to their clients on a personal level and their client's environment.
The 3D nature of VR captures non-verbal communication and the environment of clients. This allows lawyers to better understand their clients' emotions by overcoming material barriers. Indeed, the lawyer will be able to interact with their clients face-to-face without the need to physically meet, potentially enhancing relationships.
Furthermore, VR allows lawyers to develop a culturally competent skill set by experiencing different cultures in a convenient fashion. Appreciating the client's cultural identity allows them to guide their clients more appropriately. From VR, lawyers can observe a client's local environment to better piece together a service clients would feel comfortable in. However, communicating via VR is not the same as traveling to physically surround yourself in a culture. VR cannot pick up local intricacies, the ethics, politics, and the low-context aspects of global societies. For example, contacting a client overseas through VR will not tell you about the client's country's political unrest, but a visit will show the plethora of societal factors which would shape their understanding. Thus, lawyers must travel abroad occasionally to fill gaps in their knowledge.
VR could also cause issues of diminished privacy and integrity of the profession. Privacy breaches such as Glenn McClure's phone tapping scandal can tamper with the lawyer-client confidentiality, particularly when dealing with high-stakes court cases. Assurance of trust and confidentiality of consultation proceedings can only truly occur on a real-life basis. Additionally, is the expense of privacy and money worth the gain time? After a person has experienced the culture of another country and understands its nuances, communicating over the phone may be sufficient to present an idea. VR may only be relevant in very specific circumstances, and thus may not be worth the cost of investing in. Cultural differences could be picked up by lawyers with prior experience and applied in a given scenario, rendering the need to observe another party's environment unnecessary.
Theoretically, VR allows lawyers and clients to meet from anywhere in the world, overcoming physical barriers. However, the limitations of a VR and potential privacy issues question whether the use of a VR is necessary and trusted in the lawyer-client relationship. VR is a valuable tool, but lawyers should still be engendered to travel to see clients, as VR may never have the same emotional and cultural value of physical conversation.
Beyond the scope of the fiduciary relationship between lawyer and clients, VR has the potential to drastically improve accessibility. For example, litigants living in remote areas or in other countries would save time and money by using a VR headset to attend court by eliminating the inconvenience associated with travel. That way, courtroom participants could get a more personable impression and understanding of a litigant, especially in criminal cases where the accused is kept in remand and would have to video conference in. However, presently, VR is not affordable to all, and many communities, such as underdeveloped nations, who would benefit the most from this technology are unable to access it. Technology is essential for such countries to experience higher economic growth, which in turn will allow them more commanding voice in global discussions. If VR is not presented to such countries, they may be at risk of becoming more attenuated from global legal opportunities and discussions. However, as the VR industry is projected to experience upwards of 600% growth over the next 3 years, the days where VR headsets are commonplace are rapidly approaching.
Many justice systems around the globe have been accused of discrimination towards minorities, and Australia is no exception. Disturbingly, in Western Australia, a quarter of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men are jailed at some point in their lives. While the reasons behind this garner much controversy, VR has the potential to address prejudiced decisions made by the court in a way no other technology can. It can allow the accused to interact with the court to provide their testimony with complete anonymity by masking their appearance and filtering their voice. In doing so, the judiciary cannot be accused of imposing harsher penalties on any group of people when race, gender, and appearance of litigants are not apparent to the judge or jury. If adopted, such a system would truly resonate with the principle of blind justice. However, in the school of thought of critical race theory, many academics find that absolute blind justice is detrimental. CRT's foundation is based on the idea that if marginal voices speak of their unique circumstances of discrimination and oppression, then positive legal changes can occur. Although the possibility of blind justice is available in VR, it should not be taken so far as to sever the person from their ethnicity entirely. Complete ignorance of people's race could lead to disparity between the legal profession and the need for affirmative justice. Accordingly, if VR was used in courtrooms to cloak identities, there should still be acknowledgement of the authentic ethnic voice, which could lead to legal reform.
In addition to making the courts more accessible and eliminating accusations of institutionalized prejudice, VR may also revolutionize the delivery of justice in the same way DNA evidence did when it was introduced. Instead of collecting and transporting evidence from the crime scene, the authorities can capture a 360-degree VR photo of the location and catalog items without disturbing any evidence. This allows the judge and jury to better engage with the facts and develop a deeper understanding of the circumstances. The physical presence VR imparts on the user grants a uniquely engrossing experience that photos can never convey. Quintessentially, VR technology can be hugely beneficial for the global lawyer, their clients, as well as courtrooms around the world. Ultimately, its adoption by global lawyers and global legal systems depends upon if the technology becomes readily available and affordable enough for wide adoption, and whether lawyers and legal systems can justify its benefits.